What's up, everybody? I'm here walking in the park. It's beautiful. I figured, what better place and what better time than now to talk about cord cutting the cords, releasing of this. Now, before we get to the whole ritual on how to do it and why, we'll discuss why and what cord cutting is. So, cords attach from like you to me, from you to whoever you meet, whether it be a person, you know, an animal, a place. You can even get cords attached to places and to things. And it's this emotional connection that you form. It could be a sexual connection, an emotional connection, any kind of energetic connection that attaches you to the other, or from someone to you. You know, when you think of someone the same time and they call you or message you, you're like, oh, I was thinking about you. That's that cord. That's that energetic cord. Now, I imagine my cords as like guitar chords. Like, mine are pretty thick. Some of my cords are like 3 or 6 guitar chords braided together as one big cord. And in order to physically cut this energetic cord, we have to imaginary cut it physically. So we have to really physically imagine us cutting these cords. Now, I use these big, huge scissors and fire and burnt the shit. Some I used a saw. You know, there's all type of ways you can be creative of what your cords look like depending on the situation. Be creative of what you're using to cut them cords depending on the situation. Alright, I'm gonna go in here. When we come out, we're going to find out how to do this thing. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. In case I didn't introduce myself already, I'm ClairV, and we are here cutting our cords today. So I made it home from the park, and I'm alone in the dark. You want to get to a place where you are alone and in the dark too, if you can be, or, you know, you want to get as closest to this as you can, and you want to get into a comfortable position. We are going to go through step by step on the whole cord cutting process, and we're gonna do it together. And at the end, I'm going to let you in on a little story on how I know this method works. So, yes, let's lay down and get into a comfortable position. And close your eyes. And imagine all the cords that you have energetically connected to whoever is the most that you feel is the most hindrance, or the most, you know, the thing that's holding you back the most, or the thing that you want to heal from the most, or, you know, the thickest cord, or, you know, your highest energetic, the one who's dragging you down the most. And you want to start off with that one. And you want to imagine this cord, and it could be of any size, any material, any shape. You know, you could be as creative as you like here. Like I said, my cords are usually like guitar cords, and they're really thick, sometimes braided, and very hard to cut through. So yours might be that too, you know. So we're going to start by imagining this cord from you to them, and we are going to literally cut this cord. And we could, if you are more of a literal learner or a visual learner, we could also take a piece of string that signifies this energetic cord, and at the end of this we can literally cut that string and burn the ends just to physically see this cord cut. Okay, so now that we envision this cord, we're gonna get out our scissors, our choppers, our burners, our slicers, whatever, and we want to start visualizing this cord being cut. And we are chopping away. Some people may have to spend a little more time cutting the cords. If you want to pause this video while you cut your cords, you may. Now, we might have more swords, more swords to cord, more cords to sword. Alright, and that's gonna be the name of this video, cords to sword. So, we can take these other cords and also cut them. Usually there's more than one cord connecting to one person, so if we're trying to cut a one person or eliminate one situation from our life or from our situation, we want to spend a lot of time cutting these cords. You know, I was in a very toxic situation a few years back, and everything I did, I thought of this person, and everything I said, I thought of this person, and everything I dreamt, I thought of this person, and it was just pulling me down. I couldn't get out of this hole. And I was online and I seen this about cord cutting, and I'm like, oh my god, I've tried everything. I've exhausted all of my options to let go, to get rid of, to move on from, to level up from, to release from, and I was like, I have to try it. There's nothing else. I'm at my wit's end. Let's try it. So I did. I tried it. And we laid down. I laid down. I did this cord cutting ritual. And let me tell you, from that day forward, I was living a new life. For 2 or 3 years after that, I never really heard anything, didn't really think of anything. I moved on with my life, and literally those cords were cut. Now, like I said, a couple years went by. Everything was fine. Well, out of the blue one day, I received a letter addressed to this man that I had cut the cords from. And I'm like, what the frick? I I cut these cords years ago. Why is all of a sudden this cord there? Well, y'all, when I cut the cords between me and him, he was on his road to recovery and in sobriety and free from, any kind of substance, mind-controlling substance. Well, little did I know at this time that I received the letter, this man relapsed and he started using drugs again. Well, when I cut the cords, he was sober. So when he started using drugs again, there were these new cords being activated that I didn't cut when he was fucked up. I only cut them when he was sober. So I literally was like, oh my gosh, start thinking all this stuff again. So I said, we have to do this again. It is a different energy. So I'm gonna have to use a different thing and a different method, the same method to do this a different way. So I did the whole thing again, and then it worked this time. But you really have to use your intuition, and hopefully that helps you in this sense. When cutting cords, you have to realize that, this is energy we're talking about, and energy works like this, so keep that in mind while cutting these cords. If there are any further questions that you have, you can write them in the comments or email me. Don't forget to subscribe if you have yet to subscribe. If you are going to try this, and let me know in the comments if you did try it, if it worked. And light and love to you. Remember, you are safe, loved, and protected. And now we're disconnected. Now that we sorted the cords, we can get it. So thank you very much, and I love you all. Bye.